Assignments are maybe the best feature in Google Classroom because they allow you to create um, formative quizzes actually with which the students can learn from their own mistakes, and you can also create quizzes that are automatically graded for the students based on their answers. So let's create our quiz. You see the difference is that you are having a Google form here, and you will see what is a Google form in a few seconds. So let's call it a view of verb tenses. We'll click on this Google form, and you see here that it's being prepared to ask multiple questions with multiple choice and with specified answers and so on and so forth. So first of all, I will change the title. I will make it verb tenses quiz. I will say check your knowledge in verb tenses. We can add a certain description and we can add multiple questions. So for example, the first question can be, what is the past tense of run? And suppose you want to add multiple choices, say run, ran, and rain. Why not? And then you can specify which one is the right answer. You can select the right one and you can specify points on it. Let's say 100 points for only this question. And you can choose to add the feedback for your answer, for the incorrect answers and for the correct ones. You can also add videos and links so that students can watch them to get closer to the right answer or to avoid the incorrect ones. So it's really perfectly done. So once this is done, you can add another question. Let's just quickly review the types of questions. You can add checkboxes, questions for choosing more than one possible answer. You can allow them to choose it from a drop-down menu. Suppose you are asking them to complete a certain sentence with the right answer. You can allow them to upload a file, and you have multiple fancy features here. You can also allow for short answers and for even paragraphs, so they can answer openly. But in this case, you have to correct the answers and the quizzes by yourself. It won't be done automatically. And of course, you can import questions from previous question banks and quizzes. You can add a title or a description. You can sort your questions into multiple sections. Let's say question 1, 2, 3, or part 1, part A, part B, and add multiple questions in each section. You can add an image in which you have a certain illustration about the topic or a certain video to be watched before answering certain questions. So it's really very well done. You can delete a question if you don't need it anymore, and you will see how you can see the responses into this tab here. So let's get back to the assignment, and let's assign it right away to the students. So once this is done, the students will see this assignment actually in their feed. Well, here actually we are seeing the feedback of the instructor on this assignment, and we see that he or she assigned extensive intro level to my introduction. So I can see this, the details and the description of each criteria as you are seeing here. Let's get back to the course, and now we have the review of verbs quiz. that has been assigned to us. Suppose you don't notice it. So in the classwork tab, you have this Google Calendar. So when the student is assigned assignments from multiple courses, they can actually see those assignments in in the calendar view, and they can see them colored by a certain color code, and they can easily find them and respect the deadlines. So let's get back to this assignment here. If the student clicks on the form, they will find this view. So they can select one of those answers. Suppose they select this answer and they submit it. So they can make sure that they are logged in with the right account to get the right grade. They can see their scores right away because it is auto-graded. It could be very useful for self-assessment or even for allowing them to see their grades right away. Especially that it's not allowed actually to do multiple submissions if you don't allow it. Okay. So now that you have this from the instructor view, the grades are not uh, imported yet from the quiz. In the quiz tab, you can see the answers of the students. So you can see how many students have answered, what are their answers, and what are their scores. You can release the scores actually so that they can be sent by email to the students. And you can also import the grades to Google Classroom so that they become part of your gradebook. So now the grade has been imported. I can select all of these grades. I can release them with certain commands to the students. So this is very helpful when you have open questions that you want to check first. And only then the students can see the grade on the assignment. Now they are graded and they have 100 over 100. So this is it for the quiz assignment, and this is it for this workshop. I hope you enjoyed.